Welcome back, everybody. Nick Alberici here. Week 2 NFL picks and predictions. I'm solo this week for the first time in his NFL season. I'm coming at you with this video on Tuesday. I knew I wanted to get all these videos out on Wednesday, but I said if I had stuff going on like on Wednesday or whatever, I'd do it on Tuesday. So tomorrow I'm going to be out, so I figured just do it tonight. Last week I was busy on Wednesday. But next week I'll definitely have it on Wednesday for you guys. So Tuesday, the first 2 weeks, I mean, it is what it is. But I hope everybody had a good week 1. Fantasy wise, I won in one league by 14, and the other league I lost by a freaking point. But it happens. I mean, it happens. Other than that, I feel like the games were somewhat predictable. I went 12-4 last week. So, it's the games I got wrong were the Chiefs. I mean, a lot of people thought the Chiefs. The Dolphins, they got fucking their heads beat in. The Patriots I had, and I had the Lions, but everything else hit. So, yeah, I mean, it was a somewhat predictable week besides a couple games. That Vikings game last night, man, that was just a roller coaster of emotions. That was just up, down, up, down. I don't really know what to say, but all these fucking idiots, I'm not, calling anybody out, but I'm just saying all these fucking stupid people that I know they might be breaking my balls, but they started texting me about, I'd say if the mid-second quarter, it maybe actually legit after the second drive, I was getting my balls broke about this game. Saying, oh, he's no good. Oh, McCarthy's this, McCarthy's that. And then there was a fan page that posted, it was an NFL something, says is he one of the worst top 10 picks in history? Well, first of all, it was the fucking first 3 drives of his pro career. He had no Jordan Addison. He had his left tackle was hurt and Christian Darrisaw. And come on. I mean, and then we're on the road in a division game. And then, yeah, I mean, the defense looked great last night, without Harrison Smith still. And we lost Blake Cashman for a couple games, but it looked great. But I just don't understand why people showed a tail end after 2 drives of somebody's first game. And then he comes back in the second half and wins the game on his debut, the only person to do that since Steve Young, quarterback-wise. And then after that, know what people say? Because he was facing the Bears were banged up on defense. They were laughing, oh, he ain't doing shit against the defense. Then he comes back and says, he faced a bad defense. So no matter what way you go, the Vikings and their players will never get credit when credit is due. That's why I never give the Eagles credit, because Eagles fans are assholes, and they ain't going to credit the Vikings until I get the credit from my guys. Besides Jefferson, because everybody should respect Jefferson, then the Eagles fans ain't getting credit. So that's just the way it goes. But the people that are talking shit, one of them was a Saints fan texting me. I mean, since Drew Brees, he's used to having shitty quarterbacks. Spencer Rattler, he's used to having busts. His whole quarterback room is full of busts. So, I mean, I just don't want to hear it, because everybody knows the Vikings played the Saints. They beat them by 20-plus points, at home especially. So that's it. I just had to say my piece for that. Now I'm going to get into the games. Just, people just got to just calm their jets a little bit. Cool their jets. Cool down. It's his first game, and he still won. And the first half was a nightmare, plus the pick six in the second half. It happens. Every quarterback is throwing a pick six. And, I mean, it's just, I don't know. But I'm happy they won, and new week. So let's get into the games. Let's get in. All right, so whatever I have in this is remember I told you guys last week my NFL pick'em pool I'm in. Whatever I have in this, I have in that. So I went 12-4 in that last week too. So decent start. Not great, but decent start. You know what I mean? All right, so Thursday night, Commanders, Packers. Green Bay is 3.5. Over-under is 48.5. I want the Commanders to win because, it's Green Bay. But I picked Green Bay because I feel like, You have to. So they're home. If this game was in Washington, I think the Commanders win this game without a doubt. But this is the squeaker of the week. Good Thursday night game to start. This is the actual Thursday night game start. Last week was, but this is the Prime Video start. So it's, in my opinion, it's actually the first Thursday night game of the year, in my opinion. But so I got the Packers here. I got the Packers winning this game 24-23. I got them a 1-point win. I just think this game could go either way, man. Like Green Bay, if this game was in London, it would be a pick 'em. So I hope the Commanders win, but I'm just going to take Green Bay because they're home, short week. Being home in this game, I think, is huge. So Packers squeak it out by a point. On a Sunday, here's a game of the early window in my book. I think it's Jags at the Bengals. Since he's 3.5, over under 49.5, so another 3.5. Yeah, I mean this game right here. This has a lot of firepower on offense, not so much defense. You got Brian Thomas, Jamar Chase as the number one receivers, and you got T. Higgins, Travis Hunter. You know, the running backs, okay, Chase Brown's, he's pretty good, and then ETN had a big week. And then you got Lawrence versus Burrow. So it should be an entertaining game. I'll take Cincinnati though, because I just think I trust their offense more than the Jags. But I trust the Jags D more, but I just think the offense is going to win this game for either team. So even though the Bengals looked horrible last week and should have lost to the Browns, and the Jags looked great, but that was against the Panthers. That's not saying much. But I just think the Bengals win. I just trust Burrow more. That's what it is. Bengals win this game. I'm going to say 31-24. Yeah, I just think it's a game in the early afternoon. I just think it is. It's just going to be an entertaining game. Then we got the Giants at the Cowboys. Dallas is 5.5. Over under is 44.5. This game right here, I just think Dallas is just going to come back ready. They didn't look too bad last week against the Eagles at all, in my opinion. They could have even won that game if, what's his name, didn't fumble, Javonte Williams. So I think the Cowboys bounce back here in a good way. The Giants might even bench Russell Wilson after this week. He's starting this week, but I think he gets benched next week. So Neighbors might be able to do good in this game, but I just don't like anybody else in this Giants offense. It might be one of the worst offenses in football. So I just don't see much happening here. So I'm going to say Cowboys win 30-14. This is a game Dallas just can't lose. Then we got the Bears at the Lions. The Lions are 5.5. Over under is 46.5. This game right here, another one. Ben Johnson back in Detroit. The Bears have a sour taste in their mouth, so do the Lions. But I'm going to take the Lions here. Not because they're home. I just think they're a better team on paper. The Bears they came in that game last night with a silver spoon. If Minnesota didn't throw that pick six and had all their guys healthy, I know the Bears had guys out, but the Vikings had Addison out. That hurts, and they still won. But if we have all our guys healthy, I think the Vikings win that game by 10 points at least. So Lions win here. I just think this is a game where it's, they just, I don't know what they're gonna do here, but I just think it's a game that's gonna see a lot of screens. I think from Detroit. I think you're gonna see, because the Bears might get their guys back in a second. I think they can be able to use Gibbs on a lot of screens. They got to get that going, because last week the Lions just didn't look good at all. So give me Detroit here. I'm gonna take Detroit here. I'm gonna say 34-24, 10-point win for them. We'll see, but if they lose that game, they're in trouble. Then we got the Rams at the Titans. The Rams are 5.5. Over under is 41.5. This is a weird type of game for some reason. I like the Rams here, but I feel like it's just a weird type of game. Tennessee's defense wasn't all too bad last week. Their offense is just horrible. But and the Rams didn't look good last week. I know it's week one. A lot of teams didn't look good, but it's just a weird type of game. A cross country flight for the Rams. I don't know. It just has that weird feel. But I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to say this game's going to be closer than some think. I'm going to say 23-17 Rams. I just think this is the weird game of the week. It's the weird game of the week. Then we got the Patriots at the Dolphins. Miami's 1.5. Over-under is 43.5. Miami, I mean, they got their doors blown off from last week. And the Patriots, they got upset last week. I didn't think they were going to lose to the Raiders, in Vrabel's debut. But here we are. This game right here is the battle of who wants it more. Both of these teams, they're they're third and fourth place. I mean, they're, at the end of the year, more than likely, how they looked the other day, if they continue to look like that. I'll just take the Dolphins. I can't trust the Patriots on the road. You know what I mean? At home, they couldn't even get it done against the Raiders. So, on the road, though, Miami just has a bad taste in their mouth. Tyreek's pissed. I'm sure everybody else is pissed. Home opener, nice weather. So, give me Miami. I think Miami wins this game. They're capable, though, of putting up these high offensive games. So, I'm going to say Miami bounces back here in a solid way. I think this is going to be just a solid bounce back performance from, I'm going to say 34-20. I think they're going to be able to get shit going. Tua might throw 3 touchdowns. I think this is the get healthy game for them. If they're going to do it and bounce back, this is the game for the Dolphins right here. Then we got the Niners at the Saints. 49ers are 4.5. Over-under is 41.5. Already San Francisco's banged up. Kittle's going to be out for 4 weeks. Purdy's banged up. They just signed Kendrick Bourne. So they're all nicked up right now. But I think even nicked up, they should be fine enough to beat the Saints. It's the Saints. You know what I mean? So give me the Niners here. I'm going to say, I think it's still going to end in a one-score game, being banged up. I'm going to say 24-16 San Fran. They're going to lean on McCaffrey. And don't be surprised if you see, Juszczyk have a big week. This last week, everybody had weird with scoring. Like, for the Jags, their backup tight end, like Hunter Long, or whatever his name is, he was scoring. Maybe a Juszczyk touchdown this week. Something, they're going to have to get other people involved. You know what I mean? So, give me the Niners here. Then we got the Bills at the Jets. The Bills are 6.5. Over-under is 46.5. The Bills always seem to have trouble at the Jets. You know what I mean? It's just something about it. I don't know. I feel like they either win small or they lose last second. It's just they never have great success at the Jets. But I still think they're gonna win this game. It's Josh Allen. It's that what a game that was last week by him, man. That was just crazy. I mean, the Ravens choked it, but the Bills, they capitalized, man. You got to give credit when credit's due. So I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to take them here 27-20. I think a touchdown game seems about right here. I just think, I don't know. I mean, the Jets put up a great fight last week. They should have won that game. But Rodgers, he stuck it up their ass. So, and that brings me to the next game. Seahawks at Steelers. Pitt is 2.5. Over-under is 39.5. They looked good last week on offense. Their defense didn't look good. The Steelers' defense did not look good whatsoever. So I don't really know what to expect this week. But Seattle didn't look good. Darnold looked like shit. I mean, not surprising. He's not. Minnesota doesn't have a team around him. He's on a subpar Seattle team. I mean, but I think the Steelers win. I think this Steelers game right here. I think they're going to be able to get the Darnold. I think this is going to be. Darnold's going to throw at least 2 to 3 interceptions. I think it's going to be just not a pretty game for him on the road against his defense. So I'm going to say Steelers win here, 28-17. I just don't like. If this game was in Seattle, I think I'd probably maybe taking the Seahawks at home. But them going on the road here to Pitt, I think that's a tough environment for Darnold like that. Then the last 1 o'clock game, we have the lock of the week. The Browns at the Ravens. The Ravens are 10.5. Over-under is 44.5. Yeah, the Browns have no shot here. The Ravens, they're just going to come out angry in this game. They're just going to be out for blood. So So I'm going to say the Ravens win this game. This is going to be like a 38-17. I just think they're just going to totally beat up on them. Flacco might even get benched. Who knows, man? This is just going to be a bloodbath. So Ravens win. On to the 4 o'clock window, we have the Broncos at the Colts. Denver's 1.5. Over-under's 41.5. This game's a tough game to pick. This is a really, really tough game to pick. Indy looked great last week, and the Broncos looked like shit. The Broncos, they won that game last week because, their defense. If they were playing any other team than Tennessee, I bet you they lose. I don't know what to make of this, though. I mean, this to me is the toughest game to choose all week. This or the Eagles game. I'm just gonna take the safe pick here. So I'm gonna say Denver. That's what I did in my other game, my pick 'em. It's a safe pick, the safer pick, but I don't like it. Now 2 weeks ago, I loved Denver in this game. I was making fun of Indy, but I'm gonna take Denver here. But if Denver plays like shit on offense like they did last week, then the Colts are gonna win. But I'm gonna say Denver wins this game here, 23-20. I just think this might be a game-winning field goal with under a minute left, something like that. I just think it's just gonna be that final 2 minutes of the game ending. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be the most interesting game in the 4 o'clock window out of these 3 games. Then we got the Panthers and the Cardinals. Arizona 6.5. Over under 44.5, 45.5. I got the Cardinals here. The Panthers passing game just didn't look good last week. So I think Arizona, Marvin Harrison has a big day for me in fantasy. I think Arizona wins this game 30-20, 10-point win. Arizona's secondary is a little weak, so maybe the Panthers get the passing attack going. But we'll see what happens, but Cardinals win. Then we got the Eagles at the Chiefs. Eagles are 1.5, over-under is 46.5. Again, another tough game to pick. I mean, it's hard to go into Kansas City and beat Mahomes. I have the Eagles for now. Because it's a safe pick. This is tough. This is really tough. Is Mahomes really going to go 0-2? I mean, for right now, you guys aren't going to see me until next week on this video. So I'm not going to change it, but I'm going to stick with the Eagles just because the Saquon effect. That's all. If this team didn't have Saquon Barkley, if their running back was fucking... It's got Tank Bigsby. Let's say if they had like Bigsby and like AJ Dillon, would you say if Barkley was like hurt or if he wasn't there, would you say? Then I'd be taking the Chiefs without a doubt. I think Barkley is the reason why the Eagles are favored in this game, to be honest with you. You got Jalen Carter, miraculously back. He doesn't get suspended for spitting. I don't understand that. He should. But I'll take the Eagles here. I'm not this game right here. I wouldn't touch it all if I was betting. I don't know. I'm just gonna say this game's gonna be a 28-26, 28-26 either way. But give me Eagles for now. So I don't know. It's Mahomes. It's going up against Mahomes, but it's a tough game to choose. Speaking of betting, my birthday's on next Monday, the 15th. So this is the last week that if I wanted to bet, I can't, if I ever did, because I've done bets before, me and my dad have put something in, on his phone or whatever. But, after this week, I could open up FanDuel. It's awesome. It's gonna be fun, but, I ain't gonna go crazy because I ain't trying to get hammered. All right, and we got Sunday Night Football. Look at this one. Falcons, Vikings. Penix versus McCarthy, the rematch of the national championship game 2 years ago. It's in Minnesota, our home opener. It's exciting. We're going to be fired up for this one. The night, eve of my birthday. We're 4.5-point favorites. Over under 45.5. Without a doubt, I don't think the Vikings are going to win this game. I know the Vikings are going to win this game. Not just because they had a big performance, in the second half yesterday. I struggled this game as a win as soon as the schedule came out. Guys, the first thing I look at, who we open up at home? And I saw, oh shit, yeah, Falcons Sunday night game. McCarthy, Penix, seems fun. We destroyed Atlanta last year, 42-21. And now this year we have a better roster. So, yeah, I think the Vikings. I think the Vikings play much better. I think they play at least 3 clean quarters of football. They might start out maybe slow again, or a fast start. They end slow, but I think they're gonna have like 3 quarters of good football, and one of the quarters is gonna be iffy. So Vikings win 30-21, 9-point game. You know, it's just that type of game. I don't think Atlanta, to be honest, is in the same ballpark as the Vikings. They looked like shit last week. So, I mean, you know, it's going to be an entertaining game. It's going to be an entertaining game. Then we got a Monday night doubleheader. I hate these. They're so stupid. 7 o'clock and then 10 o'clock. So you got the Buccaneers and Texans in Houston. Houston is 2.5. Over-under is 42.5. I'm going upset here. I like the Bucs. To me, Houston's offense is just shaky. They just can't get shit going. Like, I don't know if it's Stroud is not that good. I don't know if it's their offense, the receivers are in. I just like Tampa better. So give me the Bucs. Upset fashion here, 24-20. Yeah, I just think Baker, you know, he's gonna have a big drive. Yeah, these teams played a couple years ago, and Houston won in a thriller. It was a good game at the end. So give me the Bucs on the road on the upset. And then at 10 o'clock, oh, that's cool. It's 10 o'clock. I thought they were like 7 and 8:30. That's cool. 10 o'clock games. So the game won't be over till like 1 a.m. I don't mind that. I thought it was 7 and 8:30 until now. All right, so Chargers, Raiders. Chargers is 3.5. Over-under is 46.5. Yeah, I like the Chargers here. I just think, you know, the Raiders, they're not that good. I mean, they won last week. The Patriots aren't that good either, but I just think the Raiders are not that good. You know, I just think the Chargers are going to build off that win from last week, and you know they're gonna win this game, division game. So it's going to be close. I'm going to say 27-21 Chargers. Yeah, just Herbert looked good last week. He looked really good. So that's all I got. Week 2 NFL picks and predictions. So see how I do this week. If I do better than 12-4, it'll be sweet for my pool. Everybody, guys, enjoyed the video. Hope you have a good week. I know I certainly will. You know, just give me a Vikings win and give me a nice birthday next Monday. I'll be 21. Crazy already. But that's all I got. I'll see you guys next week. I'll be back here on Wednesday. Because I told you, I only do Tuesdays when I'm busy on Wednesday. I don't like to do Tuesdays because lines and injuries, all that shit changes. So I'll try to be back here. I'll be back here Wednesday. I hate doing Tuesdays, but I'll be back here Wednesday. That's all I got. Have a good week. And as always, Skol Vikes. See you guys next week. Have a good one.